obvious that, like the rest of his entire career, this is nothing more than yet another
So is this
hoax.
what he does now, like full-time? He just full-time pretends to be a lottery winner on TikTok? I mean, I guess it's better than the alternative of scamming everyone. Now he's just lying again. Yep. Yeah, we'll watch the Lil Xan one in a second. I was gonna watch this one as well. This is about Sam Pepper. I'm sure a lot of you remember Sam Pepper if you've been on the internet for any length of time. Sam Pepper was an old prank channel who got notoriety when he did the kidnapping my best friend and executing his friend in front of him prank. I'm pretty sure it was faked, I'm not really sure, but either way it was really disturbing and weird. And then he turned into just a full-blown scammer, so he's taken big part in a lot of the NFT scams over the last 4 or 5 months, however long it's been. He's been like an integral part to scamming people in all of these big crypto scams. Yeah, he used to be friends with ICE. He used to go on a lot of their little misadventures. But now he's just a full-time scammer. And I guess
when
on
Sam
TikTok...
Pepper changed his TikTok description to the 2 words lottery winner, then claimed to have purchased an island in Thailand for $8.9 million, it was certainly bizarre and suspicious.
I have a budget of around 10 million. I can drive my speedboat directly in here, put a panoramic window right in here. I shook his hand, 8.9 million, great deal.
What was even stranger was that Sam hadn't provided any evidence for this unexpected lucky win. No receipts, no specification as to how much he had won, no news articles about
it's TikTok
winning the lottery.
They're fucking
the only evidence he had was his own
dumb. Like, they don't even have object permanence
I recently won
yet.
the lottery, as some of you know.
And a 7 million view TikTok of him looking at islands in a small wooden boat. So when Sam Pepper was unable to provide any evidence to support the fact that he had any money at all, it was hardly a surprise. As those who know the past of Sam Pepper, from his active persona on Big Brother to his fake pranks on YouTube, know that
hey, that's the one I was talking about.
Built on lies in a similar fashion to Dan Bilzerian, who he unsurprisingly happens to be an acquaintance of, judging from an Instagram photo taken out the front of Bilzerian's LA mansion.
I think unironically, being Sam Pepper has to be truly miserable. The man's entire life, from everything I've seen, has been just living a full-blown lie. And I don't think he even has that much money to his name. I remember not that long ago, I think he was homeless. So he just lives a full-blown fake fabricated life and doesn't even make a living off of it because he has so many problems and just wastes all the money he scams. What a crazy cycle. What a absolutely, truly awful existence.
This video will cover the story of a man who faked, frauded, and swindled his way to social media and TikTok success, being exposed at every single point in his journey, yet still managing to maintain his relevancy over a 10-year period, albeit with one of the worst reputations in internet history.
All this stuff is fake. Like, we believe it all, but it's really fake.
Before he would fake his way to success on TikTok with videos like this one, in which he'd gotten someone to dress up as Justin Bieber.
Oh, is that Justin Bieber? Yeah. Oh my god. What do you call a gal from Canada that can't sing? Justin Bieber.
Sam Pepper had a prolific reputation on YouTube as one of the fakest pranksters on the platform dating back to the early 2010s.
So I worked out, oh, okay, I can do these pranks that these other channels are doing. And
he was one of the first internet punching bags.
However, prior to even this, Sam Pepper had already begun to show his fake persona to the world in 2010 when he would appear on the show Big Brother UK for the very first time. In his Big Brother profile, he claimed to particularly dislike girls who put on a dumb act, yet this is seemingly what Sam began to gain a reputation for in the early days of his online career. However, one advantage that he did get out of his appearance on Big Brother was traffic to his brand new YouTube channel, where he began to do pranks at a time when there were barely any other YouTubers doing pranks on the platform.
And there's like 3 channels that made pranks. There was me, there was like Prank versus Prank, and there was Ed Bassmaster. Really, they were the only kind of...
Damn, what an OG Ed.
And in the beginning, it was obvious that they were real. The reactions felt authentic, and there was way too many people in each video for Sam to have been paying all of them.
I'm really sorry guys, I've just farted. Sorry guys, I've just farted.
You should have a bit of respect and a bit of manners.
Yeah, sorry man. What kind of an animal do you think I couldn't hold it in.
What kind of an animal do you think you are?
I know, I'm sorry. I did say sorry. Sorry.
However, in 2014 and 2015, Sam ran into a problem.
Yeah, here it is.
Massive levels of competition from other YouTube pranksters who were faking their videos.
Then all these other
Didn't he go to the UK after Save the Kids? I don't know what he did after that.
More and more and more more crazy stuff. Because I come from doing pranks, I'd be like, there's no way they could be doing that. And that's when I worked out all this stuff is fake.
This was clearly
it doesn't take a genius to know that, man.
Pepper and his social media career.
Anyone over the age of 14 knows
each
that.
of these fake pranksters have this similar awakening where they realize they can get way more views if they simply fake whichever reaction they desire, and that there's no actual requirement or guideline saying that their pranks need to be real. Each justify their actions by saying that a bunch of things on TV are fake, or this is fake, or that is fake, and as a result there's no reason as to why their pranks can't be fake either. Now faking, however, 1 month later in October 2014, the growth not only stopped, but it began to lose around 10,000 subscribers every single month. The catalyst for this massive dive in viewership was a video titled Fake Hand Ass Pinch Prank, and after receiving a barrage of criticism from other YouTubers,
prank idea.
His most recent fake hand ass pinch garnered the most negative attention because he was grabbing women's bottoms without their permission,
as well as a trending hashtag on Twitter stating "Report Sam Pepper." He had no other choice but to admit that the video had been faked.
I want to say that all the videos were staged and scripted. It goes without saying you can't go around touching people's bums without asking.
It was a double whammy, or two for the price of one. Not only had he been exposed for faking pranks, but he also had his name dragged through the mud as a result of the backlash from the video. Sam began posting real pranks again following the expose in the hope that it'd fix his reputation. However, as mentioned previously, once your audience knows you faked even one video, they assume they're all fake.
Yeah, but you still have the audience to some degree.
Subscriber count, so Sam made a decision. It was time to go back to faking his videos.
Why don't I make, another video, and that brings me on to making the best friend killing prank.
Yeah, that's the
best
one!
friend killing prank. Arguably one of, if not the most over-the-top insane YouTube pranks of all time. Certainly crazy enough to put Sam Pepper's name back on the map. Involved in the video was the fake kidnapping of two friends, after which one of the
I remember this
well. Right in front of
I remember this very
well. The
well.
premise of the video being, how will someone react if they watch their friend get killed?
Let's see how he reacts to his best friend of 5 years being killed in front of him.
Obviously, the whole thing was
what a good
fake.
prank.
All three people were in on it, even coming up with the idea together.
Sam's channel, like, he just came to us and wanted.
What would happen if I executed your family?
Okay, cool. We'll help you out with.
Would
this
he
viral
find
stunt.
it enjoyable when I reveal they're not dead?
Came up with the idea together before we even filmed it.
However, while everyone knew that the prank had been faked, it had a similar effect to the previous scandal.
Did you know making this type of prank would be so controversial?
All it did was once again reveal to everyone that Sam Pepper was the kind of guy to fake his videos, reducing his credibility even further. Around a year later, he'd show up on the CX network doing some IRL live streams alongside Ice Poseidon.
We're literally just showing Sam the ropes of IRL streaming, and just, we're gonna just throw him in the deep end here and just see how he does.
With the
Damn, I can't believe it's already been like 4 or 5 years.
Comment on the video praised Ice Poseidon by stating, "Love how you don't judge people or care about reputations." Sam had some success as an IRL streamer in the CX network, however he was ultimately dropped after an argument with Ice Poseidon, which had partially been fueled by Sam Pepper's lack of integrity.
He's like, oh, it's okay to lie as long as it doesn't affect anything, and that's not okay. Like, why are you telling my girlfriend it's okay to lie to me as long as it doesn't affect anything? Like, dude, this is not your relationship.
After this, Sam Pepper disappeared from the mainstream. His reputation
until crypto scams, baby.
Nothing left to offer, and it seemed as though the Sam Pepper saga was finally dead and buried, alongside the many other failed YouTubers.
He's just an actual cockroach.
However, it would be when Sam Pepper found
always
a
comes
new
back.
audience on a new platform that his fraudulent antics
I didn't know about the TikTok thing though.
Okay, Chris, I pulled out some of my savings, I've clipped it onto these balloons. This is a trust exercise. Turn around, I'm gonna go 3, 2, 1, go. You've gotta turn around and quickly grab them. Don't let this go, this is my savings. 3, 2, 1. Chris! Chris! I don't want to. You said Chris!
Oh,
This video, which was clearly set up and probably used a stack of fake $100 bills, racked up over 28 million views. Now, the most interesting part about Sam Pepper's TikTok blow-up is that it follows the exact same trend as his YouTube journey. He blows up with a genuine, heartfelt video about saving some duck eggs from a restaurant, then progressively makes his content more and more staged, and by the end he's claiming that he's won the lottery with absolutely zero evidence. News.
Sam is scum. Yeah, dude sucks.
Open this.
Hey, let's do that.
It's really no surprise that he began to make his videos faker and faker.
I know this is really crazy, but if I play you rock, paper, scissors and I win, can I like rip this down the street? Rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
Oh my god, get fucked, idiot.
I'm gonna get in the passenger, I'm scared.
Get fucked, dummy.
Alright.
People who think this is real. The countless fake viral videos receiving massive view counts and minimal backlash likely gave Sandpepper the idea that he could literally just say whatever, regardless of how unbelievable it happened to be, leading to his completely fictitious claim about winning the lottery.
That's just TikTok. Yeah, man.
Life of luxury
TikTok is just
followers for millions, then fleeing.
That's a wild wasteland.
He's claiming to have won the lottery while shopping for islands and a new fan base to scam. This refers to the whole Save the Kids scandal that was exposed by CoffeeZilla back in July 2021. In the final episode of his series, CoffeeZilla discovered that Sandpepper was potentially at the heart of the entire scam and had fled the USA to move back to the United Kingdom.
It looks like Sandpepper is fleeing the United States to escape legal accountability for what happened. But I asked him about this, and he of course denies this categorically.
Therefore, this post stating Scampepper living a life of luxury after scamming his followers for millions assumes that he does actually have the money, only that he's covering it up by saying he won the lottery as opposed to the truth, being that he might have received it from the Save the Kids cryptos. And while Sandpepper has had a fairly successful social media career, I doubt he has access to that kind of money.
I can assure you he doesn't.
This to rest would be for Sandpepper.
He's a serial scammer who is also historically awful with money.
However, with a track record like Sam's filled with
no
fake
chance.
Video after fake video, it seems pretty obvious that like the rest of his entire career, this is nothing more than yet another
So is this
hoax.
what he does now, like full-time? He just full-time pretends to be a lottery winner on TikTok? I mean, I guess it's better than the alternative of scamming everyone. Now he's just lying again. Yep. What an interesting loser. Yeah, that man's like an OG punching bag for the internet. Killing best friend prank is a timeless classic, it really is. Literally Dan Bilzerian. There's a huge difference between Sandpepper and Dan Bilzerian. Dan Bilzerian was a massively rich kid from birth because of his dad. Sandpepper pretends to be a massively rich guy from scamming. They're both like genuine full-blown liars living a fake life. But at the very least, Dan does have a lot of money to back it up because of his family. Sam has nothing. Clearly had a lot of material that they needed to get through in an hour and a half. So the story was just like a full-blown speedrun and shit just kind of happens. The Jujutsu Kaisen movie. You know, Moist meter it? I haven't decided yet. That's how it was in the original volume, but start of season 2 will piece a lot of stuff together. That's what Tiana said. But it still doesn't take away from the experience. Like, it felt like they were going through a lot quickly and didn't fill in any of the gaps. And I really didn't like with some of the action that they wouldn't show a fight. And I understand that that's how it was in the manga, but that really grinded my gears. That made me upset. Like, they'd set up a fight, cut away from it, and then tell you the aftermath. I didn't like that. I'm not going to do any spoilers or anything, but yeah, I was a little disappointed. What are you doing, Moist Meter, on the new Jujutsu Kaisen movie? I don't know, man. I haven't really decided. I just don't feel super strongly about it. I was disappointed. The action was great, but it just felt so hurried. I don't know if it's worth doing a Moist Meter on. I'll decide probably in the morning. I wouldn't give the movie a 60%. I think I'd probably give the movie probably an 80 actually. Like, the animation is still top notch, the action's still super hype. But outside of that, the pacing's fucking weird. Like, it's kind of all over the place, and the story is so speed ran, shit just happens and makes no sense. And again, I really hate how they set up multiple fights, and then cut away from it, and then just explained what happened afterwards. I won't give any specific spoilers, but there's a big fight between two characters that's very, very strong. They're fighting, and then it cuts away to talking, and then the fight's over off screen. They just say, actually, everyone's okay. The fight ended. And that's it. And then there's another part during another big fight with my favorite character in the show about to beat some ass, and instead of actually showing it, they show the character running at the bad guy, and then they cut away and never show the action. So it's like, why even bother? It wasn't in the manga? Well, I understand that. It's not really like an excuse. Like, if you're going to make a movie, why not make it better than the manga that it adapted? It was like a side project for the guy, right? I was reading a little bit about it. He made it before Jujutsu Kaisen, and he made it with no intention of getting it serialized. But clearly this was adapted after it became a huge hit, so why not just go back to the movie and make it better? Huge strongman boxing tomorrow? What's that? What are you talking about? Is there a strongman boxing tournament tomorrow? Oh, does Half-Thor fight Eddie Hall tomorrow? Haven't they been hyping this up for like 3 years? Wait, that's crazy. Oh, thank you. I've actually been wanting to watch that. I just didn't think it was ever going to happen. Yeah, I'll tell you right now. Slap Thor. Eddie Hall is a monster, and I've watched a lot of Thor's like fight training. He is just so slow compared to Eddie Hall. Eddie Hall's pretty explosive, actually. Not for like an actual fighter by any means, but for a strongman turned fighter in a hurry, he's pretty impressive. Thanks for letting me know that this is tomorrow. Yeah, I think Eddie Hall wins that handily. Eddie is arguably the most athletic person on the planet. He's also, yeah, he's actually surprisingly flexible. I watched him do the gymnastics video a while ago. Thor is married to my neighbor's daughter. Hey, fuck yeah, man, nice. Are you proud, like as a neighbor? Is that like something you tell your friends, like, hey, my neighbor, getting piped by Thor? Okay, someone said that, or 2 people have said this now. Did you see the Nakano Avocado controversy? And then someone before him said, did you know Nakano Avocado's video might be a crucial piece of evidence in a murder case? What are you talking about? That would be insane. Give me the cliff notes, because I'm not going to look that up just off rip. I'll look like an idiot. There's audio in one of his vids that sounds like a murder. Someone got stabbed in the background audio of one of his vids. You hear her screaming in the back. So is that a real thing or like a fucking creepypasta or something? I'm assuming this would be pretty big news, right? It's like I've been fooled. It's real. Well, how would that not be bigger news? Alright, what do I look at? What do I look for? Is this the only source, the Daily Dot? Isn't this shit just another, like, The Sun or The Mirror? Just a bunch of fake garbage tabloid? Okay, let me see. It's a bunch of fake shit, no real evidence or real stuff. Yeah, that's kind of what it sounds like to me. Stop sending links, just tell me what it's called. Is it this?
Okay, they taste like this, but...
This is Lumen, the first device for hacking your metabolism.
Damn you, Lumen.
With just one breath.
No. Look. Greasier.
Damn, yeah, I could hear it.
I ate all the barbecue.
Did you?
There's like 2 more here.
There's 2.
What are the odds that Nakado's faking it? Like, he just spliced that in himself. YouTubers have done that in the past. 50-50. I'd say probably even more like a 60-40 as an attention thing. Yeah. Don't know if it's fake or anything, but yeah, you can hear like screams in the back. I don't know how that would be crucial evidence in a murder case though. And the only source on that was the Daily Dot, which I don't really trust. Maybe he lives in a sketchy apartment. He made a whole video about his apartment where he lives once. It was like a giant, super wealthy apartment. After he finished the vid, he made an Instagram story saying the lady was stabbed and police were there. How would he know the lady was stabbed? Did they allow him into the active crime scene? Oh, hey, you're Nakano Avocado. Hey, come on in. Take a look at this. That absolutely just sounds fake. I don't know. It doesn't seem reliable if the only source is the Daily Dot in that video clip. That very much screams to me that, well, no pun intended, attention-seeking and fake. Usually a police report. Why would he have access to that police report? You think he's going out of his way to look at a police report in a nearby area? I highly doubt it, especially when they didn't even, like, notice the screams, apparently. But, I mean, it very well could be true, I suppose. I mean, it's also likely, or also possible that it is. I just don't find it likely. Not given Nakano Avocado. There's a TMZ article where... what? No one deserves this. You have no right to take a life. Doesn't seem real. Yeah, definitely sounds fake to me as well. But who knows? I guess we'll see. You gonna watch the Halo series? Yeah, and I read this, and it made me really sad. Yeah. In this article, they say that we didn't even look at the games. So it's like, oh, shit. What's the exact quote? I think it's, we didn't look at the games for even 1 second. As if that's something to be happy and excited about. We didn't look at the game, says Season 1 showrunner Steven. We didn't talk about the game. talked about the characters in the world, so I never felt limited by it being a game. I'll never understand this fucking trend of adapting a video game into a show and forsaking the game itself as if it's something to be spit upon. No, the show it's so highbrow, we couldn't even look at the game without feeling sick to our stomachs. Wait till you see our new generic sci-fi film that we slapped Halo on for marketing. It's super dumb. Now, apparently they did read the books, which is good, but the books are supplemental to the games. Like, the books aren't their own, like, contained universe. They are part of the Halo game universe. So if you're only getting half of the universe, you've already fucked up by not spending any time looking at or playing the game. Didn't this get renewed for a season 2? I wish you would stop spreading rumors. It didn't get renewed for a season 2, technically. They just decided to buy a season 2 as well. It's not like it did so well reception that they're like, we gotta renew it. It's like, we're going balls deep in here and ruining this as much as we can. Give us another one. So I'm not very optimistic. I'm still gonna watch it. I think the visuals look amazing. And what was it, like 10 million an episode? I mean, they better look amazing. It was something like $10 million per episode they've committed to it. Like, Jesus Christ. At that price, they better have a brute giving them a fucking lap dance at the office. So the visuals are absolutely going to be nuts, I'm sure, but it's hard to be optimistic when they actively just shit on the game, which is like what most people know Halo for is the games. It's super weird. We're going to adapt the game into the show, but fuck the gamers. We're going to make the show for people that don't play the game. It's like, why? Why not both? Look at Arcane. Look at what Arcane did. They made a show that targeted League of Legends fans, but also just happened to be so good at doing that it was able to transcend that and be a good show for everyone to like. They didn't say like, hey, we took League of Legends characters that you all loved and then said, League is for fucking toxic nerd virgins. So fuck that, we're going completely off book, we're going rogue. They were like, hey, we know you guys love these characters, we know what you love about these characters, so we built a world around them. So players appreciated it, and they did such a great job that other people did as well, even if they hated the game. Didn't Arcane disregard most of the in-game lore? I know they retconned a lot of things, but it was more like consolidating it. I wouldn't necessarily say that they just like wiped their ass with it. It was more about just bringing it all together. At least from my understanding. Keep in mind, it's been a long time since I got into like League of Legends writing. They think the Halo fan base is small and appealing to general audience. I don't think they think it's small. It's just for some reason, they're convinced that they shouldn't be targeting the Halo audience and should go for a broader audience, which is weird. It doesn't make much sense to me. But again, I guess we'll see. I'm not optimistic, but I would love to be proven wrong. I have said for a long fucking time, a big budget Halo production would be incredible. Ever since Neil Blomkamp did the Halo 3 promo, like where he did a live action Halo where they fought brutes and everything back in, I think that was like 2009, as like a pilot of what it could look like, I've said it could be amazing. Probably gonna bomb. I mean, everyone's already writing this off. They need to stop giving interviews. Every time they say something about this show, they make it worse and worse. Like, who the fuck thought this was a good idea to say, we didn't look at the game? We didn't talk about the game? Like, how is anyone supposed to get hype? Who's gonna be like, yeah, they didn't play the game! Yeah, now I'm ready. Okay, I was worried before, but now I have full confidence. The richness and depth of the universe was immediately mind-boggling and incredibly exciting because what it means as a storyteller is that there's already been a huge amount of preparation and groundwork. And half of it you're missing by not looking at the game or talking about it. You're getting a piece of the universe. Their fucking heads would explode out their ass if they did the games too, I guess. Like, you can't just take what is supplemental to the universe and just say that it's the whole thing. Yeah, even before they said that we didn't look at the games, that already was a red flag to me. It shows no confidence in the project that 343 wouldn't even, like, give them a canon storyline. They could have just taken a piece of, like, Reach or something if they didn't want to focus on Master Chief or whatever. Like, there was just a lot of options where they could have, like, a canon. I always feel like that is a sign of weakness in the storytelling. Should have been the ODST or Noble team. Would have been cool, but I think it also would it's the first major big budget Halo live action, so it would have been a missed opportunity to not do a Master Chief focused one. I get that. But